basically slut. Kind of. It's basically questions you need to ask before you get involved with someone. It's called clinical compatibility. Once upon a time, I was simply looking for intimacy. L-O-V-E with a dash of chemistry, a splash of panache, and a smidgen of harmony, a hint of pizzazz, and something that was easy. But now I'm looking for clinical compatibility. You may ask what that means exactly. Quite frankly, it means I'm scoping out your axes. Yes, diagnoses 1 through 5. I want to know if you're my destiny and whether or not you'll treat me right. I want to know your conditions, your list of prescriptions, whether you have any children, any major addictions. I want to know your family history, any chronic diseases, financial instability that could highlight your propensity for irresponsibility and cheating. I want to know if you struggle with dependencies, mental defects, or physical injuries, your capabilities and capacity to love me crazy, silly. I want to know your relationship history, your sexual proclivities, your fetishes, and how many partners you have been with before me. I want to know if you rent or own a home, drive a Kia Maxima or Chevy Tahoe, I want to know how much money you make, and how many people you claim pre-take-home pay. I want to know your HIV status and when you were last tested, and how many partners you had unprotected sex with, and whether or not you had any sexually transmitted infections. I want to know if you have ever been evicted, if you have ever been convicted or found guilty of any crimes committed, if you currently have any outstanding balances, or any legal challenges that are currently pending decisions. I want to know if you smoke weed, get high on crack, cocaine, heroin, ecstasy pills, or PCP. I want to know if you have ever seen a green-eyed fiend talk to you in your dreams. I want to know if you have ever heard voices that were not there. And if you have, did they disappear in midair? I want to know your hobbies, your dreams. I want to know if you think the ends justify the means. I want to know if you value spirituality or think that the path to God is solely found in planting a couple of apple trees. I want to know what you believe and whether or not you want to have a big family. I want to know what you do to make ends meet and if you're happy with your current level of responsibility. Do you have unfulfilled dreams? Can you handle reality, or is life oftentimes not what it's cracked up to be? I want to know if you ever tried to take your own life or the life of someone else. Have you ever tried to reach out and get some professional help? I want to know your current living situation, whether you live with parents, a roommate, or a stripper in fornication. I want to know in order to prevent any unforeseen tragedies. I want to know so I can determine our clinical compatibility.